Hey, Shawn, first off, thanks so much for speaking with WWE.com today.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Great. So first off, let's get right to it. We know you saw Monday Night Raw on Monday. How do you feel about the fact that Triple H finally accepted The Undertaker's challenge to a match at WrestleMania?
Well, obviously, I'm like everybody else. I'm happy he did it. That's why I came, a couple weeks ago to try to encourage him to get in there and get that suit off and be who I know who he is, and that's the Game, the cerebral assassin, and just to encourage him, to take it, the opportunity to solidify, certainly his legacy in this line of work, and doing something that I know is gonna be important to him, and more importantly, I guess, that's important to the WWE universe. I'm like to think I always tried to give the people what they wanted, and this is obviously something they wanted to see this clash once again, and so I'm like everybody else. I'm very happy about it.
Well, what seemed to get Triple H to ultimately accept the challenge, he did say no initially, but what seemed to get him to accept the challenge this week was Undertaker saying that he can't do what you couldn't do because you, Shawn Michaels, were always better than he was. Any comment on what The Undertaker said?
No, I think it's mind games. Basically, and that's what we do. The Undertaker's been doing this for a long time. He's certainly an intelligent guy, and he's doing whatever he's got to do to get under Triple H's skin. And you do whatever it is you think you got to do. The Undertaker, ironically enough, is the one that sort of seems to feel that he's got something to prove, this year. And so I think that he was going to, stop at nothing to get Triple H in that ring. It just so happens that appealing to, I don't know, is it, Triple H's ego or whatever it is you want to, however it is you want to interpret that. He was going to do whatever it took to get him in the ring, and at the end of the day, it worked, and that's all that matters.
Well, ego and mind games aside, Triple H probably more than anyone else. Do you think you're better than he is?
I don't think that's not what this is about. This is about The Undertaker and Triple H. So that's irrelevant. What I think about anything, quite honestly, is irrelevant. That's not something that's that's not the question that everybody wants to know going into WrestleMania or coming out of WrestleMania. This is about Triple H and the streak. So again, where I stand in all of this is certainly not the issue.
All right. Well, if Triple H does defeat The Undertaker at WrestleMania, do you think that'll mean that he's better than you are? What do you think about that?
What I think is, I think that, it seems to me that no matter, how much I try to, I guess it's one of those things, man. It doesn't seem to really make a difference what I say to you. What you're the media guy. Your deal is to try to drive a wedge, I guess, between me and Triple H to make this about something that it isn't, which is, who's better, me and Triple H. The fact of the matter is, I came back once. I come back one time a year, and somehow the focus is all on me. Now, granted, I'm the showstopper. I'm Mr. WrestleMania. I'm Mr. Hall of Fame. And you know what? It's just a curse, for heaven's sakes. It is a friggin' curse that I show up one time and all the focus goes on me. But I can't help it. I'm that darn gifted. But you know what you need to do? You need to understand that this, no matter how much you want it to be about Triple H and Shawn Michaels, is about The Undertaker and Triple H. It's about whether he can beat the streak or he can't. At the end of the day, you know what? My career is going to stand on its own. And where I stand in the eyes of everybody is the absolute best in-ring performer that has ever lived. Okay? So get that through your thick skull and try to understand that this is about Undertaker and Triple H. And again, no matter how much I show up, do your absolute best. Me, I've got no choice. See, I've got no choice. I just show up and the spotlight goes on me. I can't help it. It's a curse. But I want you to, at the very least, try to do your best and keep your eye on the prize, and that is the streak and Triple H and whether he beats that streak. When WrestleMania is said and done, okay, you can make your assessment. But until then, I suggest you shut your pie hole and leave me alone to live my retired life. You got it?
Got it.
Thank you.